Assassin's Creed. The main character took a leap of faith, was from the dome. Whoa. Buongiorno. We are currently in Tuscany, Italy. We only have 3 destinations during this vacation. Florence or Firenze. It has a great collection of the works from all the artists, including the great 3 in both the Museo d'Accademia and also Uffizi Museum. Especially Uffizi Museum left a great impression on me because it has, up to this date, the biggest collection of statues. The first ever Assassin's Creed happened in Florence, so it's also a geek's heaven when it comes to gameplay. So we arrived around 8 p.m. in Florence, very close to Il Duomo, a huge cathedral that's famous for its dome, and you can actually go to the top of the dome and be able to see the whole panoramic view of Florence. We stayed at a hotel which we really enjoyed a lot, Residenza Castiglione, very close to the city center in Florence. Beautiful, nice hotel. It comes with a garden. The room that we had, it's definitely got history, and you actually have a whole ceiling of fresco. Must go places while you're in Florence. I already mentioned Il Duomo, the dome. The earlier the better, because you will actually get to skip the line and have a much better visit to Il Duomo. You will get to climb up and see the art that is on the dome, an ascension from hell to heaven. And even more impressive is that you get to climb layer by layer. It's quite a climb, but it's also a very interesting climb. You get to see the inner works of the dome. On the outside, you get to see the whole Florence. It really reminded me of the first leap of faith from Assassin's Creed. You get to see all the red tiled ceilings, and no amount of professional camera can capture the true beauty of it. Take a bike tour if you can. And the bike tour is more about explaining the secrets behind Florence, the little anecdotes between, let's say, Michelangelo and Leonardo, behind the Medicis, and how the artists of the Renaissance period was connected with Medici, of course. Museums you definitely want to go to, which is the Florence Academic Museum of Art. There was Raphael, there were so many other famous paintings that I can't really name right now. I took so many pictures. The world famous statue of David, without saying, is one of the most marvelous works of sculpture. It stands over 4 meters high, and you just have to be there to actually see it. No replica or no picture will do it justice. The Uffizi Museum, it belongs to Cosimo Medici. The museum, it was Cosimo Medici's office back in the days. And there was a whole bridge or corridor that was built throughout Florence, so his newly wedded wife can travel from their residence all the way to the Uffizi of her husband to avoid all the fishy smells or the peasants. The amount of artwork is overwhelming. I didn't even know where to look. The Holy Family by Michelangelo, the original work is there. I was just geeking out in front of it. I'm sure a lot of people were doing the same thing over there. The portraits of Rembrandt. We have a lot of original works of Raphael. I used to look at those images and just be in awe, and now I stood in front of them. We have Da Vinci, the original work of the Annunciation, a long corridor with all kinds of sculptures and different entrances to different rooms of different artists and different genres. 2 of Botticelli's famous works, one of them is Spring. There are 138 species of plants that were accurately depicted in that painting. The Birth of Venus, the original work, is also in the Uffizi. And make sure to take a walk in Florence. Everywhere you go, everything is heavy, everything has history, everything has great texture. When it comes to food, you can't really go wrong. If you want something that's really locally celebrated, you can go for the Florentine steak. It's a huge steak. We made the mistake. There were 6 of us. The lady that took our orders said, oh, maybe we need 2 Florentine steaks because they're small. Oh boy, it felt like one of those steaks in the Flintstones. It was this big and this thick. Mind the portions. Pizzas, you can't go wrong with pizzas. Aperol Spritz is the go-to. You can't really go wrong with any of the wines. We also went to a perfume store, which invented the most iconic fragrance. There's also a section that shows you all the antique tools that they have used to distill or concentrate the perfumes. Here are some words. Buongiorno, which means morning or just general greetings. Buonasera, or simply sera. Buonanotte. Ciao for hello and ciao for goodbye, which is informal but actually very idiomatic. per favore. Thank you is grazie. I think that's very easy. You're welcome is prego. Excuse me is scusi or mi scusi. Agua naturale, agua frizzante. Quanto costa? Train station with estazione. An airport is aeroporto. Ristorante, osteria. Osteria is tavern where you can have a drink. Trattoria. If you see trattoria along the way, then it's definitely a steakhouse. Wish me luck in Tuscany and I hope you guys like this video. I'm gonna keep you guys updated about the next 1 or 2 locations and I'll see you guys very soon. Join my membership space. Get exclusive personal sharings in English from me. Check out my shop. There's a lot of good stuff in there.